English learning podcast.
Here you learn to speak and shine.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak English with Filza. I'm so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you've been listening for a while, welcome. You're in the right place.
Hey, great to see you all. So, how's everyone doing today? I'm doing really well. I had a great morning. I made myself a big cup of coffee and sat outside for a bit. It was lovely.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I had a bit of a slow morning myself, honestly. I couldn't find my phone for about 20 minutes, and it was just sitting on the kitchen counter the whole time. Classic.
That's so relatable. Okay, but let's talk about today's topic because I think a lot of people are going to find this really helpful. Today, we're focusing on 3 small but very important words: be, been, and being.
Yes, and these 3 words confuse so many English learners, even intermediate-level speakers. By the end of today's episode, you're going to understand exactly when to use each one, and your English is going to sound so much more natural and confident.
And here's a question for you right now. Before we even start, which one confuses you the most? Is it be, been, or being? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to know, and it really helps us understand what our listeners find tricky.
Such a good question. And while you're thinking about that, please do us a favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Speak English with Filza puts out new episodes every week, and we don't want you to miss a single one.
Absolutely. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to start with the most basic one, be, and build from there. Trust me, it all makes sense once you see them side by side. Let's go.
All right, let's start with be. Now, be is the base form, also called the infinitive of the verb. You use it after modal verbs like will, would, can, could, should, might, and must. The structure is really simple. Modal verb plus be plus the rest of the sentence.
Exactly. So here are some examples. It will be cold tomorrow. You should be careful. She might be at home. Can you be quiet, please? He must be really tired. Can you hear how be comes right after the modal in every single sentence?
Yes, and here's a personal example. When I'm running late to meet a friend, I usually send a message saying, "I'll be there in 5 minutes." Or sometimes, if I'm really late, it might be 10 minutes. Sorry. We use be after will and might all the time in everyday conversation.
Oh, same. Or think about making plans. The party will be on Friday. There should be enough food for everyone. The meeting might be canceled. We use this structure every single day without even thinking about it.
Now, what about the negative form? It's just as simple. You put not after the modal. So instead of "it will be easy," you say "it won't be easy." Instead of "she can be there," you say "she can't be there." The word be stays the same. You just add not after the modal.
Here's a little challenge for you listeners. Can you finish this sentence? The weather tomorrow might... Go ahead, say it out loud. Yes, the weather tomorrow might be sunny. Or maybe the weather tomorrow might not be good. Did you get it right? Tell us in the comments.
I love that. Now, be is also used in phrases like "to be honest," "to be fair," and "to be clear." These are really common in conversation. To be honest, I didn't really enjoy the film. To be fair, it wasn't that bad. These phrases are great for expressing your opinion in a natural way.
So remember, be comes after modal verbs. Will be, should be, might be, can be, must be, could be, would be. If you see a modal verb, the next word is almost always be. Can you think of a sentence using would be? Write it in the comments. We want to see your examples. Great job, everyone. So the key point from this section, be is the base form of the verb. It comes after modal verbs like will, should, might, can, could, must, and would. The structure is modal plus be. Keep that in your head as we move on.
Okay, now let's move on to been. Been is the past participle of be. That sounds technical, but don't worry. It's actually very logical. You use been in 2 main situations. First, with have, has, or had to make the perfect tenses. Second, after the verb go, in phrases like gone to versus been to. We'll get to that in a second.
Right. So the structure for the perfect tense is have/has/had plus been. Like this. I have been busy all week. She has been really happy lately. They had been waiting for hours. We have been friends for years. The word been always follows have, has, or had.
Here's a real-life situation. Imagine someone calls you and asks, "Are you at the gym?" And you say, "No, I've been at the library all morning." Or your boss says, "Where have you been?" And you say, "I've been in a meeting." See how natural that sounds?
Let's do a quick mini dialogue so you can really hear it in action.
"Hey, I haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been?"
Oh, I've been really busy. Work has been crazy. I've been working late every night this week.
That sounds exhausting. Have you been sleeping okay?
Not really, to be honest. I've been going to bed at midnight every night.
Did you count how many times been appeared in that short dialogue? So many. And they all sound completely natural and conversational. Now, there's also the been to versus gone to difference. She's been to Paris means she went and came back. She's gone to Paris means she's still there right now.
Oh, that's such an important distinction. Quick tip. First, been to means the experience happened and the person is back. Second, gone to means they left and haven't returned. Third, always use have or has before been. You never say just, "I been there" in standard English. It needs the helping verb. Write a sentence using have been in the comments.
Also, been is used in passive voice in perfect tenses. The letter has been sent. All the food has been eaten. The decision had been made. In these sentences, been tells us the action is completed and it's in the past. We'll touch on this more in the next section too.
Perfect. So let's quickly review. Been is the past participle of be. You use it with have, has, or had. It tells you about experiences, duration, and completed actions in the past. And remember, been to means you went and came back. You're doing brilliantly. Let's keep going.
Now we come to the third one, being. Being is the present participle of be. It's the ing form. You use being in two main ways. First, in continuous passive sentences, when something is happening right now and someone is doing it to the subject. Second, to talk about how someone is behaving or acting.
Let's start with the continuous passive. The structure is am/is/are plus being plus past participle. So, the road is being repaired. New apartments are being built near my house. The children are being looked after by their grandmother. My phone is being charged right now. Can you hear the pattern?
Yes, and here's an everyday scenario. You're at a restaurant and your food is taking a long time. You might say to your friend, "Don't worry, our food is being prepared." Or at the doctor's office, "The doctor is being informed about your case." These are real sentences people use every single day.
Now the second use, being to describe behavior. This is really conversational and very natural. You're being so kind today. Stop being silly. Why is he being so rude? She's being very professional. Here, being describes how someone is acting at this specific moment, not always or in general.
Here's a tip for politeness and naturalness. There's a difference between saying, "You are rude," and "You are being rude." "You are rude" sounds like a permanent judgment, like that's just who you are. But "you are being rude" means right now, in this moment, your behavior is rude. It's a softer, more specific way to give feedback.
Such a useful distinction. If you want to sound polite and precise, use being to talk about behavior in the moment. He's being very helpful today, not he is helpful today. Using being makes it about the current behavior, not a general personality trait. That's a very natural, native speaker kind of sentence.
Let's do a quick mini practice. I'm going to say a sentence and you say it out loud. Ready? The project is being reviewed by the manager. Say it. Great. Now, you're being very patient. Say it. And finally, new rules are being introduced at school. Said it? Amazing! Speaking out loud really helps these structures stick in your brain.
Excellent. So the structure for being, am/is/are plus being plus past participle for passive, and subject plus am/is/are plus being plus adjective for behavior. To summarize, being is the ing form. It shows something is in progress or describes behavior in the moment. You're getting it. I can feel it.
Okay, let's talk about mistakes. And I'm going to start by admitting something. When I was learning English, I made every single one of these mistakes. So please don't feel embarrassed if you do too. Mistakes are just stepping stones to getting better.
Same. I used to mix these up all the time. So let's look at 4 really common errors. Mistake number 1, using been without a helping verb. Incorrect. I've been there before. Correct. I have been there before. Or I've been there before. You always need have, has, or had before been. Always.
Why is I been there wrong? Because been is a past participle. Past participles can't stand alone as the main verb in a sentence in standard English. They need a helping verb like have or has to support them. Think of been like a tree that needs a root. Have, has, or had is the root.
Mistake number 2, using being when you should use be. Incorrect. You should being careful. Correct. You should be careful. After modal verbs like should, must, will, would, can, and might, you always use be, not being. Being never comes directly after a modal verb. Never.
I actually said this kind of thing early on. It might being difficult. No. It might be difficult. Once you know the rule, modal plus be, this mistake is very easy to fix. Just check. Is there a modal before it? Then use be, not being.
Mistake number 3, confusing be and been in questions. Incorrect. Have you been to London? Correct. Have you been to London? After have or has in a question, you need been, the past participle, not be. Be is the base form, and it doesn't go after have or has.
Mistake number 4, leaving out being in a continuous passive. Incorrect. The windows are cleaned right now. Correct. The windows are being cleaned right now. In present continuous passive, you absolutely need is/are plus being plus past participle. Leaving out being changes the meaning completely.
If you say, the windows are cleaned, it sounds like a completed action or a habitual one. But the windows are being cleaned means it's happening right now as we speak. The word being is doing a very important job there. Don't skip it. Try correcting these in the comments. She have been sick, and the car is fixed right now. What's the correct version?
And listen, making mistakes is completely normal. Every single person learning English makes these errors. The important thing is that you now know what they are and why they happen. That's already huge progress. You should be really proud of yourself for being here and learning.
Absolutely. You're learning, and that's what matters. These mistakes are super common. Even advanced learners sometimes slip up. But now that you know the rules, you're going to catch yourself and self-correct. That's the mark of a real language learner. Amazing stuff.
All right, it's practice time. This is my favorite part. I'm going to give you some situations and 2 sentences for each one. Your job is to choose the correct sentence. Say your answer out loud. Don't just think it, actually say it.
Situation 1. You want to say that a new bridge is under construction right now. Option A. A new bridge is been built. Option B. A new bridge is being built. Which one is correct? Yes, option B. A new bridge is being built. Is plus being plus past participle is the continuous passive. Option A mixes is with been, which is wrong.
Situation 2. You want to talk about a past experience. Option A. I have been to Japan twice. Option B. I have been to Japan twice. Say your answer. Correct. Option A. After have, you need been, the past participle. Be is the base form and can't follow have in this structure.
Situation 3. You want to say something might happen. Option A. It might being a problem. Option B. It might be a problem. Yes, option B is correct. After modal verbs, you always use be, never being. If you got that right, give yourself a pat on the back.
Situation 4. Describing someone's behavior right now. Option A. You are been very kind. Option B. You are being very kind. Which one? Option B. You are being very kind. Are plus being plus adjective is the correct structure for describing current behavior. Option A is a common mix-up, but now you know better.
Notice how the formality can shift too. In a formal email, you might write, "The matter is currently being reviewed." But in casual speech, you just say, "Someone's looking at it right now." Both use the same grammar idea, but the vocabulary changes depending on context.
Now here's your challenge. Create your own sentence for each one. One with be, one with been, and one with being. Write all 3 in the comments section. We read every comment and we'd love to see how you're doing. This kind of practice is what really cements the grammar in your memory.
And remember, it's not about being perfect on the first try. Even if you make a small error, the important thing is that you're practicing and building your confidence. Real conversation is messy, and that's completely fine. The more you use these words, the more natural they'll feel. Keep going.
Wow, we covered so much today. I'm really impressed with how much we packed into one episode. Let's do a quick recap of everything we learned, because this is important to really let it sink in.
Absolutely. So here are the 3 main things we covered today. Number 1, be. This is the base form. Use it after modal verbs like will, would, should, must, can, could, and might. Modal plus be. Simple. Number 2, been. This is the past participle. Use it with have, has, or had to talk about past experiences, duration, and completed actions. Number 3, being. This is the ing form. Use it in present continuous passive sentences and to describe current behavior.
You've done an amazing job today. Seriously, just by showing up and listening, you're already ahead. Grammar like this can feel really confusing at first, but now you've got a clear, simple way to think about each word. And the more you practice, the more automatic it becomes.
Here's a little reflective question for you to think about after this episode. Can you think of 3 sentences from your own daily life, one using be, one using been, and one using being? Think about your morning routine, your work, your family. Real-life context makes grammar stick so much better.
And as always, we'd love to hear from you. Drop your sentences in the comments. Tell us which one you found hardest. Share this episode with a friend who's learning English. You might just help them have a breakthrough moment. And if you haven't subscribed to Speak English with Filza yet, please do it right now. Every episode is packed with practical, real English just like today.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. It genuinely means the world. You're doing something amazing for yourself by choosing to learn, and we're so glad to be part of your journey. Keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, every sentence you say makes you a better speaker. See you next time.